A lot of suspicious things happened during the attempted assassination of Donald Trump, and it needs to be talked about, so let's just get right into it. Something you need to realize is that people spotted the shooter before he started shooting. They even recorded him. I'm going to show you right now. They were trying to call the cops, they were yelling, they were trying to make noise to stop him, and nothing happened. Watch this.
Look, they're all pointing.
The Atlantic, maybe the Pacific.
Yeah, someone's on top of the roof. Look. There he is right there. Right there, see him? He's laying down. See him?
Yeah, he's laying down.
Instead, I'm here with you fighting like hell to get a Senate.
What's happening?
And to make sure we take back the White House, because if we do, we're going to make America better than ever before. We're going to make it.
Yeah, look.
And it's
There he
not
is.
easy, because we have millions and millions of people in our country that shouldn't be here. Dangerous people, criminals. We have criminals. We have drug dealers. We have people that should not be here. And it's much tougher than it happens.
Actually, forget about that for a second. This picture is going to make everything make sense to you, and you're going to realize how crazy this is after you see this. So Trump is standing here. The shooter is standing up here. Secret Service is back here. How do you not look at one of the only buildings in the whole area and see someone laying down with an AR-15? There's not much to look out here. These guys are snipers, specially trained, Secret Service to look for these kind of things. And you don't see a guy laying down here for a while people are making a ruckus, trying to get the police and everything. Now, this is the Secret Service on top, doing their job for the moment, looking for stuff going on. This is a picture of it zoomed out. It's very blurry. I apologize, but this is Trump and this is the Secret Service. Now, forget even seeing the guy. Do you not see the massive ladder this man brought to get up to the roof? You're telling me this guy had an AR-15, carrying it on his back, climbing up the ladder, going to one of the only roofs in the area, people yelling, seeing the guy, recording him, calling for the police, and nothing happened. This needs to be investigated. This has to be investigated. If you just this in general, you looking at this and saying that's normal, there's just no way. There's just no way. And it wasn't just one man who saw the shooter. There were multiple, including this man who was interviewed, and he gave his story on how he spotted him and what went down. This is just unbelievable. Watch this.
Someone who was here, you weren't inside the event,
Nope.
but you were just outside. Tell us what you saw and
So we had a party here all day. You can see behind us at the Brinkles Farming Greenhouse here. We had a party, and we all decided, hey, when we hear Trump up there, we're going to walk up through the field, stand by the trees up there under the shade, and watch and listen to the rally. Right? We couldn't see him, but we could hear him. So we walked up, and probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking. I'm estimating here. I have no idea, but we noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, and we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle. We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him. He's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for, 2 or 3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
So you're certain that the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes.
He was up there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling the police and the Secret Service?
We were telling the police. We were pointing at them for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
Could they see
binoculars?
Could they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here? I mean, this is not a big place.
You could hear it in this man's voice. He's trembling, either the adrenaline or he's terrified for what he just saw. I mean, I would. But the fact that he said the Secret Service was looking towards their direction, he was pointing up there at the roof, everyone is pointing and yelling, and the police was scrambling and didn't know what to do, that's suspicious. It really is, because he said there's a possibility they didn't see the shooter, but like he said, why isn't there Secret Service over there too? It's not a big place like he was saying, and I showed you the map. It just doesn't make sense. We're going to talk about the shooter soon, but first I want to talk about a couple things that I noticed in the crowd. I'm not going to say anything. I want to see if you guys can get it first, but comment down below if this reminds you of someone. Not saying it's him, but it just reminds me of him. Also, it was really weird that he had no reaction when the shots went off. I don't know what was going on there. Maybe he knew, maybe he didn't hear or didn't understand what was going on. But very, very interesting. There's also a massive conspiracy about this woman in the crowd. Now watch this. So she's sitting down, right? She's gonna flip up her sign very quickly. And then once that happens, the shots go off. You're gonna see everyone panicking, ducking for cover. And she didn't even move. She didn't even care. And then she pulls up her phone like she knew what was going to happen almost. Not saying she did, but these are obviously conspiracies. And look at her. So she's in the crowd, very calm, sits down in a position, looks around, flips it. Shots go off. Everyone's ducking. She doesn't move. She ducks after everyone ducks, pulls out her phone immediately. Little suspicious. Something to think about. Let's talk about this boy right here. Thomas Matthew Crooks attempted to assassinate Donald Trump in Pennsylvania. He attended Bethel Park High School in Pennsylvania. And he was in a BlackRock commercial around 2 years ago that was filmed at Bethel Park High School, and he can be seen in the commercial. Let's take a look.
My name is Brian DeLallo. I teach AP and Honors Economics in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Financial well-being to me is knowing that I can be free to do the things that I love to do. I hope when I retire someday, they say, you know, that guy made this place a special place to come to school and gave as much as he could to help the community.
When you realize how powerful BlackRock is, when you realize how much ownership they have of some of the biggest corporations in the world, it's hard to just think that it's all coincidence. Maybe it is. I'm just showing you the facts and I let you guys decide for your own. A couple other things came out about the shooter. That one, he said a lot of filthy things on camera about Republicans and Trump. And two, on Biden's inauguration day, he made a donation. But to be honest with you, it's really the BlackRock commercial that stuck with me. I mean, I couldn't believe it when I saw that. I thought it was fake at first. It is confirmed. That is 100% real. That is a real commercial that you can go watch and find online. Well, maybe you might not be able to find it as easy anymore, but absolutely wild. Well, actually, we just got news that BlackRock pulled the ad, so there you go. What if I told you someone predicted this 3 months ago to a T? This was posted online 3 months ago. This is unbelievable. Watch this.
All throughout America, all throughout, and I saw Trump rising up, and then I saw an attempt on his life. This bullet flew by his ear, and it came so close to his head that it busted his eardrum. And I saw he fell to his knees during this time frame, and he started worshiping the Lord. He got radically born again during this time frame. I'm talking, people say he's saved now, but he becomes really on fire for Jesus, for what I saw coming. And then I saw people interceding when I saw him winning the presidency through great. The Lord showed me it would go clear into the summer. Great persecution would come on him through the judges and through the law and all these people trying to sue him and all this stuff. But there would be a stop to it, and there things would start to break free come toward the fall. And then I saw him winning the election. I
tend to take these prophecies and these visions with a grain of salt, but when I saw this, I couldn't believe it. It almost happened to a T. Grazed his ear, fell to his knees, and then he won the election, which is still yet to be. We don't know if that's going to happen, but I'm curious to know what you guys think when stuff like this surfaces the internet of someone predicting something like this. Let me know your thoughts.